25th of 2020, Mr. Derek Chauvin betrayed this badge when he used excessive and unreasonable force upon the body of Mr. George Floyd. You will learn that he was well aware that Mr. Floyd was unarmed, that Mr. Floyd had not threatened anyone, that Mr. Floyd was in handcuffs. He was completely in the control of the police. He was defenseless. We're going to ask at the end of this case that you find Mr. Chauvin guilty.
Yep, that was some of the opening statement from the prosecution as day one of the most closely watched trials, in years, kicked off. Former Minneapolis cop Derek Chauvin is accused of killing George Floyd last year. Prosecutors also played the video of him being held down for 9 minutes and 29 seconds until he stopped breathing, telling jurors to believe their eyes. But the defense asked them to look beyond the video, saying Floyd resisted officers and had a weakened heart. Listen to their side.
What was Mr. Floyd's actual cause of death? The evidence will show that Mr. Floyd died of a cardiac arrhythmia that occurred as a result of hypertension, coronary disease, the ingestion of methamphetamine and fentanyl, and the adrenaline flowing through his body, all of which acted to further compromise an already compromised heart.
Yep, so you can see kind of where they're going with it. Now, the prosecution's first witness, and I thought her testimony was very impactful. Her name was Jenna Scurry. She was a 911 dispatcher who watched the scene unfold on a nearby police camera and actually called Derek Chauvin sergeant, a.k.a. his superior. And this is what she said as she was watching it.
It was long enough. It was long enough that I could look back multiple times.
What did you think about this when you looked back and saw that it hadn't changed?
I first asked if the screens had frozen.
So what did you start thinking at that point?
Something might be wrong. They had changed. They had come from the back of the squad to the ground, and my instincts were telling me that something's wrong. Something is not right. I don't know what, but something wasn't right.
The fact that she thought the screen was frozen says a lot to me. A witness to Floyd's arrest will be back on the stand, so they're interviewing different witnesses that were on the scene right now. But, you know, just watching it and kind of reliving all of it, replaying all of it, and seeing it and hearing the testimony just is it's hard to watch. And there are a lot of people protesting outside, and you know, this is going to be closely watched, and the decision that gets made, I don't know what will happen, you know, in terms of reaction. So it's kind of like,
I don't think they know what's going to happen, man, because I don't think they understand. They cannot let this man off. And if they do, people are going to go up again. And then we're going to see a whole nother spiral of that energy, because now it's like, hey, this was clear and cut murder here, folks.
Yeah. So day 2 kicks off today. And some good news, though, we're going to send a shout out to our Texas family. 2 college basketball teams in Texas will face off on Saturday. Baylor and Houston made it to the Final Four of the NCAA tournament. But the celebration goes beyond that, y'all. The schools are the first in the state to get this far. The other semifinal matchup will be set tomorrow. So congratulations. Texas has a lot to celebrate. And please put y'all masks on down there, though.
Oh, now you come on now. The mask been gone. They kissing in the mouth.
I know the mask is gone. Please put the mask on.
Without the tip on, Ange.
Right. Well, congratulations to Texas. Congratulations to Baylor and Houston. I'm Angie Ang. That's your trending topics. Follow me at GoAngie, all one word on the gram, at Morning Hustle Show.